So, okay, ratio and proportion is our new topic, and this is an introduction video of ratio and proportion. So, what is ratio and what is proportion? So, when you see the numbers like this, oh, sorry, what happens? Yes. So, okay, so let me start. So, when you see the number like this, okay, these are ratios, and ratios are basically to compare anything, like you are comparing two different things with each other. So for comparison we can use ratios, okay. And if you want to compare more than three things, no, more than two things, yeah, okay. So this is also on comparison. So ratio basically be used in a comparison. So, okay, what this thing can mean, this thing can mean as a like one thing is 3. Suppose you and your friends, so you and your friends are getting some numbers in your exam, and that numbers are in ratio 3:4, okay. That numbers are in ratio 3:4. So what it means, so it can be like what it can be, it can be like, sorry, yeah. So suppose you and your friend get the number in a ratio 3:4. Suppose the total total number of exam of 100 marks, okay. And you got how much? 60 you got, okay, and your friend got 80, okay. So if you divide them with same number both the side, okay, then first you divide by 10, so the thing is in a 6:8, okay. And then you divide it by 2, so it is a 3 ratio, sorry, 3:4. So now you can see that this and this number match, okay. So this is the comparison between you and your friend, and that we can represent it in a ratio in that way, okay. So suppose this is the ratio, okay. And now the question can be arise from this is that uh, I will shift this little bit, okay. Now suppose they are saying, okay, suppose they are saying the ratio of you and your friend marks is 3:4, and the addition of your marks and your friend marks, the total marks you and your friend get is something like 140, okay. This given and this ratio given, then how can you find the marks? So simply you can see that this number is nothing but this much, okay. Okay, so if you multiplied this, if you multiplied this with how much, with 20, similarly same thing you have to do in another side also, okay. So you get the your number back 60 and 80, okay. So that thing we can represent it as a with any variable, okay, because we don't know about that number, the question we don't know about that number, so this can be, okay. That we can represent it with this, no problem, yeah. Now you can see that we have this, okay, this 3 and 4, okay. And that if we need this number, we don't know now how much, so that we just assume that these numbers are with the multiple of with the same numbers, then we can get the same number. So thereby we can consider these as a number when you multiplied them with us any of the same number. So okay, we multiplied with 8, okay. Similarly we do with this side, so now we get that number. So now we get this number is like 3 and 40. You got 3 and your friend get 40. Just supposing that, because we don't know on which number we multiplied, and then we get this, the real number that that you get. So that we consider as a multiplied with a on both sides. Okay. Now what happens? Now what happens? They are saying the total is 140 of you and your friend number. So we do total here also. Okay, and which is they are saying 140. So yes, this is but 140, because now we consider them as a real numbers, okay. Now we consider that you get 3a, you get 4a, but we don't know the value of a, okay. So from here a equal to how much? 7a, okay. Here the what 7a, it means 140 this side, okay. Now a equal to what? 140 divided by 7, it means nothing but 20. I'm right. And here you can see that when we replace when we multiplied 20 with 3 you get 60. When you multiplied 20 with 4 you get 80. And here these are the some questions that arrives in a your way in a portion of ratio and proportion. Okay, and that's we can play with ratios. Okay, you can do the direct also. How you can do direct? Just remove this thing. Okay, and just say if 3a plus 4 means 3 plus 4 is 7, it means now we consider we just assuming a in our mind, not be taking it, and it means saying the 7 unit value that we can for just because for that we can not get any confusion with this number, that we can say that the 7 unit means 140 because in the question is given. Okay, and means 140 divided by 7, so it could be again 20. So if we get the 1 unit value 20, then we can easily get the 3 unit value, means 3 unit 20, 3 into 20 60, 4 unit value 4 into 20 80. This is the simple solution. Okay, this is the one concept of ratio and proportion. Okay, now what can be the other thing can happen? Okay, what could be the other thing can happen? Suppose they will say you that they will say you that a person got a 3 by 5 of its total number in exam. A person got 3 by 5 of total number in an exam. What it means? What it means? And suppose that the exam total number is 100. Exam of 100 number, and you got 3 by 5 of its number. Okay, it means what it means? Just you do just multiply it on it. Okay, multiply on it, and what देखो normal day, if you know the basic math, then you do the same thing, that you multiply this with 3 by 5. Okay, so you got how much? 60 you got. Okay, but for increasing our speed and for understanding what this ratio says to us, okay, this is the mathematical term, but if we have to understand what this meaning of it, then how we can do this thing. Okay, so simply the ratio what says that the denominator part always represent a complete portion. If a person saying that, if the person saying that 3 by 5th marks you get from out of 100, it means the 5 representing is 100. Okay, it means the 5 unit representing 100. It means the 1 unit value is nothing but 100 by 5 means 20. Okay, or you can say that 100 by 5, 100 by 5. Yes, it means now how much marks you get? Just if you get the value of 1 unit, then you easily get the value of 3 unit. Means the 3 unit value, then how much? 3 unit value is how much? Nothing but the 3 into 20, and that is how much? That is 60. Okay, there's also now I had for explanation purpose I had done this much line, but that this much line you can do in your mind also, like divide 100 by 5. Okay, the similar thing we have done here, the 100 divided by 5 and multiplied by 3, but the in a simple way you can do this way also, like the 5 unit representing 100 means this much. Okay, or now in like in mark contest, in exam mark it is telling only one thing, that you got 60. Now now if they say you how much you not get, what is the proportion of that thing. Okay, so if the 3 by 5 you get, means the remaining is how much? If 5 representing the total marks means 100, if 5 representing the total marks, then 5 minus 3 representing the marks that you not get, because 3 is the marks you getting. Okay, this is the meaning of fraction. Okay, it means the 5 minus 3 divided by 5, the marks that you not get. Okay, and it is nothing but 2 by 5 marks that you not get, and that I had can done in my mind, and directly I can see that 2 by 5 marks, that is I not get, and I lose it in my exam. Okay, simple, but you we can see that just minus 3 from the 5, and the quantity I get, I write here and divided by 5. The 2 by 5 I not get, it means the 40 I not get. Okay, so okay, at this condition you don't getting that, you just simply saying that I'm saying just silly things, easy things, these are understable thing. But if you want to increase your speed, then these things you have to always have in your mind, and then only you can do the question with speed. And how these things affect in your speed, I will show you when I will give you some practice questions and solve them. Okay, so these are some simple things that how we can play with fractions. Okay, the basically when the term comes in your efficiency, okay, your work, your time, when this concept comes, then the ratio and fraction concept comes with a very high intensity at that point. Okay, and then you understand. So this is the little bit of oh, sorry, what little bit introduction. I will give you some more introduction. Okay, okay, I will now suppose, what is the 3 by 5? Okay, what is this 3 by 5? If you represent it in the mind, always visualize means you creating the images in your mind every time. So what this 3 by 5 is, like, what is the meaning of 3 by 5? Okay, so I will make you one thing. What? Paint brush. Yeah, I will explain you here one thing. Yeah, this is the paintbrush, and sorry, yeah, this, suppose this is the portion. Okay, and if you first you have to do something, that's thing. Okay, little bit hard, little bit greater. Yeah, this is the midpoint, I think. Yo, little bit. Yeah, this is the midpoint. Okay, now take this and make this. Okay, make this. Okay, make this. Okay, make this. Okay, make this. Okay. Sorry. This, and this. Okay, and the remaining portion I will color this. Okay, now what I try to explain you here. This is, we can say, as 3 by 5. Okay. Sorry, a little bit size is greater. Yeah, this is we can call as 3 by 5. You can see that this portion is 3 and this whole portion is 5. Okay, same thing you can see as 3 by 2 by 5 also, because this portion is 2, this is something different, this is whole. So this portion nothing but the 2 by 5, a whole portion. Okay, if you erase this line, suppose if you erase this line. Okay, so how you can erase this line? So just take it this. Okay, and I will grade you. Yes, this way. Okay, now what you can do, you can just color it. You can just color it here. Yeah, now you don't understanding, now you're not understanding, but with the help of fraction, this fraction you can get this. What I am trying to say, this is now nothing but the 2 by 5 portion of this whole. The 5 is the whole, the 2 by 5 is, so if I remove these all lines, okay, then you don't understand how much this portion is. Okay, then you don't know how much this portion is. Okay, but we can get this thing from this fraction. If this fraction is 2 by 5, oh sorry, if this fraction is 2 by 5, It means I think it is nothing but the 40% portion of this whole area. If this is the whole area, then this is nothing but the 40% of this whole area. What it means? What it means? It means nothing but suppose this portion is of we consider as a 400 4,000 square meter. Okay, square meter. Then this portion is how much? 40% of itself. It means 40% of itself is means this divided by this 5. Yes, and the answer what we get, uh, 800. Okay, and then multiplied it with 800 is multiplied it with 2. So this portion is nothing but the 1600 square meter. Okay, these okay. Up now here you don't feeling any difficulty, but when we do questions, there you see some difficulties in these type of things, because at that time we don't connect these things with this basic knowledge. So okay, just I am here to explain you something. And now one thing also they can say that if you have both proportions, okay, then they can say that suppose you and your brother have some lands, okay, and the land ratio they can give you this, the proportion, the ratio of their land is this. Okay, the ratio of their land is the part of their land is 3:4, means you have a 2 unit value of total land, and your friend have a 3 unit value of your total land. Okay, this question comes in a this way also. Okay, then they can say that how much percent of portion you have and how much percent of portion your friend have. Okay, then you can then they can say this thing also. So if the three if the total from the total out of total portion, 2 unit portion you have and 3 unit portion you have, then how much the total portion? The total portion could be 5 unit. Okay, 5 unit. The total portion means nothing but 2 plus, because 2 you have, 3 your friend have, it means your brother have, it means 2 plus 3, the total portion is 5 unit, no problem. So from the 5 unit, okay, you have if 2 by 5 unit, then the 40% you have. From there I will come here. But how can I get this is the 40%? I know, so I explain, but how you know? So three things you have to just get. Okay, 2 3 things you have to remember that I explained in a percentage video also. Let 20% is equal to 1 by 5, that you have to remember the fraction value of every percent. Okay, then if you multiply 2 in 20%, so it will be in 40%. If you multiply 2 on 20%, similarly you have to do here also. Okay, and if I have, and if then also you don't know how to calculate the how to, if you not remember it, because you have to, then how they come, the 2 by 5 how I get, if I have to remember it, then I have to first make the output like this, then I can remember the output. Okay, so how that I had done. So if this is 2 by 5, if I multiplied it with 100, okay, for making the things to percentage, you have to multiply the thing with 100. Okay, so the 2 portion out of total 5 portion, 2 portion is 2 is how much percent of 5. This line means 2 is how much percent of 5. So just divide the thing with 5, multiplied it by 2. No, oh, sorry, divided by 5 and multiplied by 100. You get the 40% here. Okay, so this is the concept, and the percentage concept I had explained it very deeply in a percentage videos. So go in my playlist and check out that videos, so I think you can understand some things there also. Okay, so I think something little bit sound is coming from my background, which is a little bit irritating, but just little bit please compromise and try to understand. Now in next videos we go through some questions, and if and there also I will explain you new terms and new logics and new concept of ratio and proportions. Okay, thank you. And the last thing, if you have some doubt, then please comment on the video. I will definitely make the separate video on it. Okay, thank you.